It's one of the most fiercest contested derby in the world of football, and that is Tottenham against Chelsea, the London derby, the match which will be played at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This is the season of 2023-2024, and of course it's a derby, and you know whenever it comes to derby it means that it's going to be fireworks all over the place. We have all the information and all the nitty-gritties, and we are going to break it down for you, all the details concerning this match between Tottenham Hotspur against Chelsea. Remember that Tottenham is under the tutelage of Postecoglou, and Chelsea on the other side is under the former Tottenham tactician himself, that is Mauricio Pochettino. I'm your host Molo Collins, and let's get the show started. And before we do that, do remember to view, like, subscribe and share, and also drop a comment on the comment section, and I'll be sure to sample some of your views and thoughts on our next show. Remember also to hit that notification button so that you can be amongst the first ones to be notified when we do drop a new content. And on Facebook, I'm at Molo Collins. Well, let's get the show started, and we see that currently Chelsea is perched at the 11th position on the log, and Tottenham on the other side is coming into this match as the most informed team in the season of 2023-2024 season. Currently we see that Tottenham has not lost any match, and on the log they are perched on the first position. Now let's look at the two teams' form coming into this match, and we see that Tottenham has played a number of 10 matches. They've won a total of 8 matches, they've drawn 2, and so far Tottenham has lost 0 matches, and so far Tottenham has garnered a total of 26 points. And their nemesis on the other side, that is Chelsea, has also played a total of 10, drawing 3 or 4 matches so far this season. And we see that Tottenham is coming into this derby a very informed team, since Postecoglou, the former Celtic tactician, took the reins at White Hart. That Postecoglou is a former Celtic tactician, and last season he managed to win the Scottish Premier League, going all the way and lifting that trophy in front of Rangers FC. And remember that on the other side also, Mauricio Pochettino is no stranger to the English Premier League. Remember that Pochettino once was at the reins of Tottenham Hotspur, and in that period or in that reign, I do remember that Pochettino managed to do wonders for this Tottenham side, and it was in that season that he took Tottenham to the UEFA Champions League final, and eventually they lost the match to Liverpool in the UEFA Champions League. So Pochettino is no stranger to Tottenham, and coming to this match, bringing Chelsea to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's going to be a very, very exciting match coming into this game. Now let's look at the 3 last fixtures coming into this derby, and we see that Tottenham have managed to win 3 matches on the trot, and they beat Luton by a single goal. They also beat Fulham by 2-0, and more recently last weekend they managed rather by 2-1. And on the other side, it's not that rosy for Mauricio Pochettino coming into this season, because he has been blowing hot and cold, and we see in the last 3 matches Chelsea has only managed to win 1 single match, and it was against Burnley when they came out victors by scoring 4-1, and they also drew against Arsenal 2 goals, blowing a 2-goal lead, first half lead against Arsenal, and they eventually went on to draw the match against Arsenal. And more recently last weekend they were beaten by the Bees, that is Brentford. The 2 teams have played a total of 48 matches, and in those 48 matches Tottenham has won 10, and on the other side Chelsea has won 24 matches. They've drawn a total of 14 matches, and so far Tottenham has lost a bigger chunk of those matches, having been beaten by Chelsea 24 times, and the other side Chelsea has been beaten by Tottenham 10 times. Well, let's go to the players to watch in this derby, and so far the forward line of Tottenham is very, very dangerous. The forward line of Tottenham is being led by Heung-min Son, and so far Son has managed to score a total of 8 goals in all competition and 1 assist. Another player to watch in this match is Maddison. Maddison has been very pivotal and crucial for Tottenham this season. So far he has scored a total of 3 goals and also assisting 5. And also with 5 assists. And on the other side, players to watch for Chelsea is Modric. Sterling having scored a total of 3 goals, and so far Sterling doesn't have any assist this season. The other player to watch for Chelsea is, of course, Gusto. Remember that Gusto is a former Lyon player. Last season we see that also these two teams managed to meet, and in that period we saw that Tottenham managed to have the bragging rights of this London derby when they managed to defeat Chelsea by 2 goals to 0. And in the second leg the match ended in a stalemate of 2 goals, that is 2-2. Well, let's go and look at the possible first 11 that is going to do duty for these two teams that is in the London derby. And we see that Vicario will be in between the post for Tottenham Hotspur. Then we'll have Son, Maddison, Richarlison, Bissouma, Romero, Kulusevski, and of course Ben Davies. And on the other side, I expect a lot of changes for this Chelsea side. I remember that Chelsea was beaten last week against Brentford, and I'm sure that Mauricio Pochettino is going to ring in a few changes. But in between the posts, we are going to have Sanchez, who has been donning that number 1 jersey since the departure of Arrizabalaga. And in that defense, I think that is going to be marshaled by the very experienced, the evergreen Thiago Silva will be at the heart of that defense. Then will be assisted by Disasi, and in that midfield there will be Mudryk, Sterling, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo and Gallagher. Then Jackson will be the striker for Chelsea this time round. And on those 2 fullbacks, I think that Gusto and Cucurella are going to have the positions this time round. Let's go and look at the 2 formations that these two teams use, and we see that Tottenham always use a 4-3-3 kind of formation, and Chelsea has so many holding midfielders, and I think this time round that Mauricio Pochettino is going to pack that midfield and is going to go with the formation of 4-5-1 with 1 striker at the tip of that attack. But according to my own opinion, I think that this is going to be a very explosive match, because both Chelsea and Tottenham do have very speedy players. I just like to mention a few: Mudryk and Sterling for Chelsea, and on the other side they have Richarlison and also Son. But the player who has really outshone so many this season is Maddison. Remember that Maddison was with Leicester City last season, and when Leicester City was relegated, he managed to join Tottenham Hotspur this season, and he has been the one pulling the strings in that midfield for Tottenham since he signed for them, and he has set the ground running ever since. Chelsea, on the other side, have a very compact midfield, and so far I think that Chelsea has not yet gelled together, and I think that still Pochettino doesn't have his first 11 so far. But to break that Chelsea midfield, I think it's not going to be an easy task for Tottenham Hotspur, because they have very, very physical players in the likes of Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, and also their current skipper, that is Gallagher. So expect fireworks in this match. And of course, it's a derby, and anything goes when it comes to a derby. And the other thing that I like to mention also is that, do Tottenham really have an home advantage? Because I think that the 12th man, that is the fans, do play a very pivotal role for their teams, urging them to move forward. And yes, Tottenham are at home at Tottenham Hotspur, on the other side, study under a lot of pressure, immense pressure, because so far he has not managed to put that Chelsea team together, because a coach is that glue that puts the team together, organizes them tactically, defensively, moving forward. And Tottenham on the other side have very quick transitions. That is the transition between defense, midfield, and attack. But Chelsea on the other side somehow is rather slow, because this season round I'm seeing a bit of the true colors of Mudryk. So far he has managed to get his first goal of the season, and against Arsenal he was very crucial. And when Chelsea lost against Brentford, I think that Mauricio Pochettino really missed Mudryk in that match, and I think that for sure this is going to be a very good match. And my prediction coming into this match, I think that it's going to be over 1.5, and by that I mean that it's going to be 2 goals and above, and maybe Son can score on, or maybe Kulusevski, or even maybe Richarlison. But I think that the experience of Thiago Silva in that Chelsea back four is going to be very crucial for Chelsea, because Thiago Silva is a very experienced player and he has played in all platforms, the biggest platforms in the world of football. That is, he's a Champions League winner, and he's also played in the World Cup, and he has done that for PSG over the years. So be sure it's going to be a very interesting match. And who is going to have the bragging rights in this derby? Well, we only have time to tell. I've been your able host, Molo.